Hello, hello, good morning. I hope you're all doing well, huh? This stream was a little bit late. I was making a tutorial, huh? So that tutorial took much of my time. But anyway, here we are. So today we are going to be doing something called, we are setting up Kiripu Studio for 3D work, huh? So we're going to set up our scene in 3D. Okay. Also, we're using a wide canvas, huh? Most of the most of the 3D work, 3D assets, we use the Clip Studio Asset Store, okay? Hello Ren, how are you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. I'm also good, Ren. Welcome to the stream. Today we are doing something really different from what we've been doing. Today we'll be playing around with 3D. Okay. So I'll start with the sketch. Start with the layout sketch. Okay. I'm using the that's composition. Okay. So this thing is about students. It's about students. So this is a library scene. So the idea was to have like seats here. So this is just a general idea, okay? So we have some chairs like that. And we have the DG there. Okay. Then we can have that's not the main point. The main point, we want students here. Like 5 characters, so maybe you have character 1 here, and you can have another character here, maybe sitting here. Maybe this is a boy. Alright, we have five students there. Okay, so that's the main idea, okay? So let's head to Clip Studio Assets. See if we can get asset there. Okay. Clip Studio Paint assets, so it's not working. Why? Why is it not working? Let's see if we can get a classroom scene. Most of these are paid version. Let's see, where can I get a free 3D model that can use? So the main point of using 3D models is to help with perspective, okay? I think this looks good. Down low. So it's downloading. Let's wait for a minute before it finishes to download. So I'm using an external a second monitor, okay? So we're done downloading that one. And then we'll go to Asset Store, Materials, downloaded materials. So I'll just drag and save there. Okay. Just turn off my payload for a minute. I've just noticed that this is not a 3D material, okay? Let's see if we can get a 3D material instead that you can use to manipulate even the orientation. Okay, this is good. It looks okay to me. But the problem is now we can't change some things here. Let's see. If you want to get a good 3D material, you just use this one. I'm not planning to go to Cinema 4D to design one. I think I've seen one. But still, it's not a 3D object. Damn. But I think this one will work. This one will work. It will work. Let's see. Let us see. The main aim is to get maybe something like a classroom or a library, okay? But in case if we don't find, we'll just use a still image, okay? So we'll have to change the title of this stream from a 3D. Okay. But if you don't get a good 3D object, I'll make sure that I make another tutorial before you can set up your scene in 3D, okay? So don't worry. So either way, we are going to use a 3D, okay? If it won't work with the scene, we're going to use the 3D character. So still a win-win, okay? Yo TJ, habari yako? How you doing? I'm doing good, buddy. Picasso Reggae. Nice. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing good. Doing goody. Let's see. I'm thinking of dropping out of uni and pursuing animation full time. Well, if your gut feeling is telling you to, how many years do you have to finish the course? Damn, April Fool. But if April Fool is already over. Yo, TJ. I'm actually on my second day of April. I fooled up my best friend today. Although it was a bad joke. She ended up being mad at me. Because she thought it was true. Ah, nice. I guess we are on the same timeline, huh? No, it won't come true. Just messing around. Huh? Okay, my friend. Don't worry. Ah, I see. 1 hour before me. All right. I see. Let's see what we got. We want to create a library scene. Huh? So, let's go to assets store, projects, manage materials. Downloaded materials. Where are they? Can't see it. So just some heads up, yeah? I'll be doing more short tutorials, eh? Like 2 minutes tutorial, 1 minute tutorials, okay? Some quick tips and tricks here and there, okay? But that will be on the side. So watch out for that. I'll try my best to make as many tutorials as possible. Those are short tutorials. The problem with Clip Studio Paint, once you download those materials in the asset store, it takes a lot of time to show up, man. Still can't see one that you downloaded. Clip Studio. Yeah, she got mad at me. She got mad at me. It was a good prank. It seemed so true though. Unfortunately, it had a little truth in it, so that's why she thought it was true. So I gotta apologize tomorrow. Maybe she cools off. First step is to show up. Once the materials show up, then we are good. Yeah, true. I believe in your pranking skills. I'm actually bad at. Actually, it's a comeback because she once pranked me like 3 years ago. A very good prank. Huh? I fell for it, but it wasn't in April Fool's Day. So I think this one was a good comeback. Huh? She's a good friend of mine, so she just get mad for a while, huh? And in a few days we'll start talking again. Anyway, I also felt bad. Yeah, it was a good prank. Yeah, like always, yeah. I shall tell you that the first step of winning is showing up. Huh? So we dey show up today. Clip Studio. I wish I did this earlier before the stream, because it's taking a lot of time. It is taking a lot of time. So I'm thinking either a library scene or a classroom. Let me close it fast. Three years ago, and one still starving. For sweet revenge. Yeah, of course. What are friends for? Are you going to use AI for this? Probably. Materials haven't shown up yet, so it ain't really. These materials, man, I think we should use AI, right? Clip Studio. Why are you doing this to me? Yeah, 3 years later, I got my revenge back. Huh? She got me pretty well last time. Huh? So I did the same to her. Sweet revenge. But I don't recommend you doing revenge, huh? But it was sweet, huh? Let's see. What is materials? Materials aren't materially. Huh? Why? Let me see if I've downloaded them again. Funny thing, tomorrow I'll see them here. Strong material. Materials. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? Hello, RJ. How are you doing, buddy? Forgot to acknowledge your presence. Your mighty presence, Sensei. I approve. Sweet like a message from that character baby. What do you mean? Will the materials appear tomorrow? It says, that's cool. I don't know why they are not appearing. There was one that I did. I've just this one, the one we are using here right now. I've just downloaded it right now, but I don't know why. The ones that I've downloaded right now aren't showing up. Why? I don't know. I don't know why. It's misbehaving. It shouldn't do like that. Could be slow servers from Clip Studio Paint. So library. Search. Okay. Let's see. Let me see if I can try to download another one. It's a free. One free stuff. Damn, it's already here downloaded. Why is it not showing up? It's already here, man. What's up? Let me see if materials are material. Image material, nothing. Download material. Additional material. Syncing on. I don't know why is it misbehaving? That's why I prefer doing everything from scratch. Because you avoid a lot of these things. Re-download it. Let's see if it will show up. I was thinking of is if it won't work, we'll have to do a screenshot. Use it as a screenshot. Kiripo Studio, you are misbehaving. Why? Why are you misbehaving, Kiripo Studio? I want you to perform, you're not performing. You are wasting my time. We'll go back to materials. Let's see. It's materialing. Manage materials. Download. It's not working. I don't know why. It's not showing up in the catalog. Let's see if we can. You can get it. They're saying it's already downloaded, so I don't know why it's not showing. Next time, if I'll be using any material thing, I'll have to. Let me do this. Let me close Clip Studio, okay? Then restart it again. Let's see if it'll update, okay? Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I saw some people use Jumbo instead of Habari. Actually, we have so many greetings. Like if you hear somebody saying Jumbo, probably he's a foreigner. Okay. Habari is mostly used as a respectful greetings. Maybe when you're talking to your elder, okay, somebody older than you, say habari. Like your mom, like any person who is older than you, okay. But for casual greetings, we say mambo, okay, or sasa, you know. Those are the casual greetings. Most young people use it. You can also use VP. There's so many greetings for young people. But when you hear habari, mostly it's for the old people using that one. Okay. Also among young people, when you say mambo, probably you're saying hi to a lady, okay, or a lady to a lady, okay. If a man tells me mambo, like I'll be like, damn, yo, what the fuck, okay. So if a man will just tell me, yo bro, hi, you know, or sasa, VP, but you can say mambo, but it's more feminine, eh? So since you're an old man, should I use a very... Of course, I'm a very old person. Let's see if our Clip Studio Paint is back. Huh? No, not that one. I've opened the wrong software. Clip Studio. But don't get confused. Use the one you know, okay? Hello, Robbie. Are you speaking Swahili? Yeah, we are speaking Swahili. VP, poa sana, mambo freshi. Yeah? Those are the two ways you can respond. Okay. Let's see if Clip Studio is back. Manage materials. If not, we'll have to go with what we have. Huh? Or I'll just take a screenshot of that asset. Huh? Then we trace over it, we place our 3D scene, and we go from there, okay? Alternatively, we can just create it. We have the skills to create a scene. Huh? So there's no need, I just wanted to use those materials. No, nothing. Damn. What's wrong with these materials? They're not appearing here. I don't know why. Nothing. Funny thing, we'll see them tomorrow here. Okay. So let's do the honorable thing and do it from scratch. Oh, Robbie, you know Swahili? Ah, nice. Yeah, fresh is a Swahili slang. Ah, your parents are from Zanzibar. Oh, nice. She's my neighbor. Oh, nice. Actually, my mom is from Tanzania, so I have some family there in Tanzania. Can trace my roots there back. Ah, nice. Yeah, but I'm a Kenyan by blood. Okay. So let's do the honorable thing and do it from scratch. Okay. Because why not? We can do it. Let's see. So that we can also learn things like perspective rulers. So Clip Studio has failed us there. Okay, so let's do it. If those materials show up tomorrow, they'll be unusable because I won't use them. Next time I'll source for the materials way early, okay? I'll be a good human being. As for now, let's just do it the old-fashioned way, the good old-fashioned way. Let me see which one works. This one works pretty well. So I don't know, should I take a screenshot of it so that we can have a reference? Huh? You guys, do you use PureRef? Windows G. Then screenshots. See my captures. Kiripu Studio. Open file location. So this is what we'll be using, okay, as a reference, okay. Actually, it's a good thing it has refused to come, okay, because we'll be able to do it on our own, okay. So I'll just crop it like this. This is our reference. Okay, save options, save. Okay, there's no need of tracing. Let's do it from scratch. That's why it's important for you to have the fundamental skills of drawing. Okay. I don't speak often though, so if I go there, I'm getting actually, you know, the Swahili from Kenya and Swahili from Zanzibar, two different Swahilis. Ours is more formal, them more casual. Carrick family tree. Yeah, my sister-in-law is Kenyan. Oh, nice. They've been speaking a lot of Swahili there, like in Mombasa. Ah, yeah. I used to. Have you been to Kenya, Froby? Now, for reference, I just use the sidebar instead of print. Subview. Ah, I see. Yeah, me too. I use the subview, but mostly I prefer using PureRef because I can put more references there. Okay. And since I installed my, I cleaned and installed my PC. Nice. Go back to your roots, probably. So we are brothers, eh? Oh, that's nice. That's awesome, huh? PureRef. Haven't been there in like 10-15 years. Hey, damn. Yeah, that's count crazy. I look, you need to speak Swahili more. Yeah, you do. You'll forget it, eh? But no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Probably because you have a foreign accent. That's just the way I struggle to speak my English. My English is pretty bad, trash. Funny thing, in Kenya we do speak Swahili, but when it comes to examined in school, it's really difficult because it's more harder than English. But speaking it's pretty easy. So I think you have it now there. Now I was born in Canada, so I don't really have an accent. Some people say I do because of slang. My parents speak to me in it all at times. I be combining Swahili and English, Swanglish. when you combine English and Swahili, it's called Sheng. Okay, it's what we usually use here in Kenya. So you're not that far from so English. We call it Sheng here in Kenya. Okay. So we got it. Let me just open PureRef. And drag our open file location. Continue. Drag it there, okay? So let's continue. Let's go. So the first step when you're designing your layout, you don't have to start with a grid. You don't have to start with a perspective. Okay. You first sketch your layout, okay? Then you'll fix perspective later, okay? Don't beat yourself up if you don't do it. That's how you should do it. Right? So I want to animate fights in many point perspectives, so that I might try in a month or so. I'm also doubling down on the fight scenes. I don't want to, I've been stuck in doing those short loops for too long. I don't want that. Who wants that? So we start with the main shapes, okay? Don't worry if you don't get it on the first try. Okay. We have the chair. I also want to focus more on fight scenes. Once you master fight scenes, there's no animation that is too difficult for you. So we have a chair here, okay, and another chair here, okay. The good thing about using references, you don't have to think so much. That's why I recommend always use reference. Okay. Don't be that guy who doesn't use reference. You always use reference. Even those people who say that they don't use reference, they do use reference. It's only that they are getting their reference from their visual memory. Because if you have something in your memory, you must have seen it somewhere, okay, for you to draw it. Even if it's from there's nothing called drawing from my imagination. You're just combining things that you saw, okay, to create something new. Okay? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I watch Yusuke Murata live streams, and he has pictures of people in the poses in front of him, like people holding swords and stuff. Yeah, I think the person who tells you not to use reference, probably he doesn't know how to. How can I put it? Without sounding rude. Let's not get. Let's not go there that route. But use reference. It's not a sin. And if it was a sin, we'll repent after doing it. Okay. So yeah, use reference. We have some yeah, it really do helps so much. Somebody suggested we do a tutorial on how to make camera movements in Clip Studio Paint. So probably we have some very soon. So I'm trying to make quick short tutorials. My biggest trends aren't in making tutorials. So I try to, just make a few of them. gets better with time. Even the live stream, when I started, I really sucked at live streaming. And now I'm good. I'm doing well in live streams. We all start somewhere, you know. And unfortunately, most people don't want to start, you know, the first step. In order for you to climb a mountain, you must start from the bottom, not from the peak. Okay. Most people want shortcuts. That's why they want to start from the peak. The only people who climb from the peak are the privileged. You take a helicopter and just fly on top of the mountain. But will we call that mountain climbing really? So here have some books here in the shelf. I've been wanting to make some as well, but I just don't have the time now. I have so many recordings just I think is let's say just priorities. You have other priorities. Just like me, sometimes I'll find some excuse to not do what I should be doing. Anyway, I'm not trying to be dismissive, but I think if it's really important, you'll do it. If not, you'll just find another priority. Just by the way. Anyway, don't catch feelings, but it's the truth. Yeah. Just have to put your priorities in check. Okay. Because a friend of mine once told me, she used to tell me like, let me not say it. Let me not say it. Okay, she used to say, if a man wants, he will. Okay. So I'll still say the same thing. If you really want to, you will. Okay. So just have to put your priorities in check. Because even me, I really do have a lot of things that I should be doing, but I prioritize on most the ones that I know will be of value to me. But anyway, it's life, and in life we can't do everything. That's why I have to prioritize things that really matter. And the things that really matter are what makes you happy. But anyway, that was a by the way. That's all the by the way. It was a by the way. It was a by the way. Don't take me serious. I really do miss doing longer streams. So probably I'll get back to the longer streams. My priorities have been a little bit different. Just like froggies. One day I'll get to it. Yeah, true. But make sure that one day really comes to pass, Okay. You know, honestly speaking, right now I wouldn't be streaming my voice. Because the excuse I had was, I don't have a mic, But the truth is, I was scared of using my voice. So I used to lie to myself that I don't really have a mic, so I can't really do voice live stream. Okay. But deep down, I knew I'm just scared of streaming with my voice. Okay. So that day I decided to, not give a censored. Face cam, I don't think so. Probably an OC. I have a very cute face, so I don't want to expose it so much. Nice. But probably if you go to my socials, you might see me in some older posts. If you dig deep, huh? There's VTubers or PNG tubers. Maybe I'll be a PNG tuber. So that's my little story. So I decided to just stream with what I have. That's why I decided to just stream with my default mic. Start with what I had. Because there's a video I saw once. They're saying I can't start YouTube because I don't have this mic, I don't have this camera, I don't know this. But then there was a day I was explaining something to you guys. Unknowingly, I started explaining in Swahili. I thought I was talking to my comrades. I started speaking Swahili. I don't know if you guys noticed it. But it was just a quick one. Then I realized, damn, I'm talking to you guys. I should be speaking my broken English. So that video was saying you really don't need to figure it out to start YouTube. Start with what you have. Even if it's a simple mic, okay, or your phone's mic. But deep down, those excuses are just there because you can start with anything you have. Okay. So I decided to put my bullshit down and started streaming with my voice. And I can see some improvements. Also, my confidence has improved significantly. Okay. Although I can't say I was shy to speaking to people because I was a leader in college for 5 years. 5 freaking years. I was a leader. Okay. I was heading my mates, my engineering friends, classmates. So I was familiar with speaking in public, right? And representing people. Okay? I think it was preparing me for something bigger. Okay? Because being chosen for 5 consecutive years to lead a group of human beings who have their IDs. It's not easy. Okay? So, although I never expected to be a leader when I joined college, it just happened that them girls, they chose me to represent the school. Mheshimiwa for real. Yeah. So my classmate chose me to represent them. Back then I was an introvert and very shy guy. After I had to put my shyness down so that I can represent them. Yeah, I'm Mheshimiwa. I am Mhesh. Oh, nice, nice. So your sketch doesn't really have to be this detailed, okay? So actually, the first person we met in college, she became my friend from day one until today. She became my best friend. So yeah, that's how your career became a partially extrovert. I can't say I'm totally an extrovert. I'm still an introvert because I'd rather sleep than go out. I had a girlfriend, a very extrovert girlfriend. She was the one who used to push me around to go to some picnics and live a normal life. But deep down, I'd rather just stay indoors and play my video games. But that's not the life. Trust me, that's not the life. Although being an introvert, it's a peaceful life because you really avoid a lot of shit, when you just stay indoors. Now the problem is you miss a lot of opportunities. Once you go out there, you meet people, you connect with the people you network. Okay, so that's the biggest downfall for introverts. It's really hard for them to connect with people. Okay, but at the moment I can't really say I'm that introvert. But I am. I'm still an introvert. Okay. So this is a first sketch. TJ, what's up? What's up, my friend? What's up? Are you surprised? Are you? So I'll just even before we figure out the perspective, let's see how this scene will play out. So let's put some characters. Put a different color. So we'll have a character here. Okay. Reading, okay. Then okay, we can have another one here. also reading here. Okay. Then you can have another one here. Maybe looking for some books or something. Okay. All right. You're half asleep, TJ. You should get some rest. Actually, I think 3 people will be enough. Okay, 3 people will be enough, huh? So I'll just remove this person here. A 3 people composition is good. Always try to have odd numbers when you're setting up your composition. Okay. So here's a point like this. This is not a ponytail. These are called muscle. Okay. No pussycats. Like that. So this is a girl. This is a boy. Okay. You can have this as a girl. Okay. I love this kind of hairstyle. The one you braid on top, then you they're just braids, but you tie it on top like this. Looks nice, eh? Yeah, something of the sort. I don't like this. Looks weird. The humanoid in the back is gonna need a kind of true. It's bending a lot. She's bending a lot. So I think this composition is nice. So just lower the opacity a little bit so that we can go for the next step. The next step is determining the perspective. Okay. So we'll go to here, rulers. Okay. Perspective ruler. Okay. So I'll put my perspective like this to follow that one. Okay. Something of the sort, eh? So you can see the vanishing point is very far away. Okay, that's how you create a perspective from an existing image. So you can also delete vanishing points, like that. But you want to add change perspective type. Add fisheye. We don't need fisheye. Okay. So somewhere there is. So the vanishing point is far away. Hi bro. Must start looking in. I'll be looking in chat. No problem, buddy. All good. We are here for a while, so take your time, buddy. I might also stop yapping a lot. So you can also add guides. This was which perspective was this? This one was wrong. Yeah, better. Let's see if it's working. Yeah? So I'll just go to. Let's see. So these are two vanishing points. The first one on the right here, and this on the second. That's how you create perspective. Okay. I think I'll do a video on perspective, right? I think it will be helpful. It will be helpful. Anyway, let's continue. I need a chiropractor very soon. My bones are not boning very well. It's 4 a.m. in the morning. The life of an animator. No, I'm okay, buddy. Okay, I'm fine. I'm okay. Yeah, get me one, but a good one. A good one. I don't want a stubborn chiropractor. I prioritize peace over comfort. The cream of the crop, top tier one. Alright. How can I say no? How can I say no? I can't. You can't find peace with women, my friend. I don't want to ruin it for you. Trust me, I know. I know. Unfortunately. They come fully equipped with stubbornness. In their package. So if you find your woman isn't stubborn, probably she ain't yours. Anyway, so it's something that you should keep in mind. So let's continue. So we have, we were supposed to check if fully trained in disapproving of whatever you like to do. True. I learned it the hard way also. Jina langu ni gani? I haven't used that one yet. Don't worry. I think by the time the year ends, you'll know a lot of Swahili. I told you I'm also learning hiragana. So it's a process learning a new language. So this stream is going to be around 4 hours probably. Okay. But it was supposed to be 8 hours long. Unfortunately, I was making tutorials, so the stream got delayed a little bit. I can't wait to talk with you in Japanese. You need to catch up. True. I've been a little bit lazy. I haven't been prioritizing my studies. Because I've been doing only one class per day. I have a 65 days streak. I'm just doing the bare minimum to keep the streak going. Yeah, it works. If you want to know if your perspective works properly, the what? My English is disappearing. The perspective, Nashukuru. Karibu sana. You're welcome, okay? Nashukuru means thank you. So if you want to see if those vanishing points that you've created are working correctly, you just turn on the grids. I prefer using the blue grids, the floor grid. You can see the top side of it. And for this side, we can use the red one to see the sides of these desks, okay? But we'll just use and Let's go to the beach. Let's go to the west. So at this point we can use black biro. Okay. And there's some things you need to put here. Snap to grid. I don't want to snap to grid. I want to snap. I want to snap to grid. It's a little bit bigger, so let's try one now. 1 pixel is bigger. Naruhodo. Oh, I see. Hey, I see. I'm used to saying I see. I just noticed that. Alright. Yasashi. Kakoi desu, huh? Arigato, TJ Beats. So let's continue. So you can see the lines are snapping properly. Okay. So just bring the basic shapes, then karibu sana. Thank you. So these lines need to meet, okay? So if they're not meeting, make them meet. Meets like that, huh? This should go down like this. Also this one like this. Those are the legs of our chair. So I think I need to put in more effort in my Japanese. Although I can read almost most of the hiragana at the moment. I think it's kairege. Let me see. Duolingo desu ka? Where is my Duolingo? Doko desu ka? Hi, Duolingo desu. I see. Doko. Kore wa doko desu ka? Let me see. Where's my username? How do you get the username? At Kairegi WJ. That's the username I use everywhere. On all my socials. Let me just type it here. UBG. like that at Kaireji Wiji. That's my username. Giannis followed you. Someone's popular. Follow back. Duolingo. Alright. You joined November 2022. Nice. Let's continue. Quackoides. I need to know how to introduce myself. Watashi wa animator desu. Sanmeka kakoi. I know these 5 days we'll be talking seamlessly, yeah? In Japanese, eh? Can't wait. Okay. So we're gonna clean up the lines, huh? In another pass, huh? For now we're just trying to, get the perspective right, okay? The good thing about using damn, I only know a few of the characters. Kaiwa. Damn. I'm failing my class. Unfortunately. I really need to get it back to learning. Yeah? Not bad. It's working. So assuming this it will go like that, eh? I used to skip the hiragana practice all the time. Why? I don't skip. That's why I think I've stagnated on learning. I don't like skipping classes. I go chronologically. I think that's the reason why I can't finish on time. So we have this chair there. Dozo yoroshiku. So we'll do the curve later. Okay. So these are the pillars. The back chair. So I'm just erasing some parts here so that we have a complete chair. The best way of doing this kind of hi, as better said, dozo yoroshiku. Onegaishimasu. Unfortunately, I haven't done what this. What are they called? I'm still in the first section. I haven't studied Dakwon, combo, and small su, and long vowels. But these long vowels I can read them. A, E, I, O. Kanji, there's no kanji that I know. None. My knowledge is zero at that when it comes to kanji. Unfortunately. So if I had used a vector layer, it will be easy to erase the unwanted lines. So should keep that in mind. Probably I'll use the rest. use the rest as a vector layer. The chair there. I haven't studied Japanese properly for years, and I find it astonishing I could read any of that. But I only missed kanji, which is crazy to me. Yes, so main picture and to do. Nice. I really need to work on my kanji. Not even my kanji, my hiragana. I'm still learning. Oh no. I see. I'm going to use a raster vector there. For the next objects, because erasing is taking a lot of time. Plus, it's not erasing the way I want it to erase. The seat here. Something of the sort, for the chair, okay? Okay. Let's leave it like that, and it's better we put these on top so that we can turn this on and off. Let's put a vector here now. I understand because I remember that kanji for looking, watching. So I understand on cortex. Hey Jerry, hi Jerry, how you doing, buddy? This slowly gets me hyped to study Japanese. Nice. So the next chain. Let's jump one. Let's skip one row and put region 2. this is our second table. How many boxes? About 3 boxes. 1, 2, 3. I'm also good, Jerry. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Like always. So I think it was good that the 3D thing didn't work. Because I think we are learning something, right? Will it not be faster to set up a perspective view and use the square drawings tool to snap to the correct perspective view? Yeah, it's much easier. It's just a complicated creature. Wait, you can say both jina langu si Kai and Kai si jina langu. Yeah, you can mix the both. Casually. But in a school setting, an examination setting, I think just like English, how a verb follows something else or adjective follows, So, but casually, you can say like that. I feel like to get good at Japanese, I need to have someone to regularly talk to. But Japanese is rarely used outside of Japan. Yeah, true. That's true for any language, actually. So that table is done. Well, in Duolingo, I think you can get the basics. But if you really need to learn, the nitty-gritty of it, you need to talk to people. Okay? Hey, what's up? What's up, TJ? Tell me, what's up? What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? An Indian friend learned from zero to speaking fluently by speak on Hello Talk with natives for 6 months every day. Yeah, I heard that Hello Talk really helps a lot. Somebody recommended me that even if I'm learning with Duolingo, it's kind of limited, so I need to supplement it with something like Hello Talk or something. And you guys, do you know that most good tutorials, animation tutorials, are in Japanese? So if you really get good at your Japanese, you'll be in a better position, okay, to learn how to animate from the direct source. But if you're lazy, that's why I'm here, okay? I do it for you and come translate it with my poor English. I might need to change these girls' position. The one at the background. Might need to change her position. Honestly, the process of translating slowly makes me understand way better. Alright. He watched anime for a year and then in 6 months he was fluent. No Duolingo, no nothing. Just pushing himself to speak even though he had the beginner and that. I think if you put yourself into anything, passionately, I think you can do it. Huh? Not just, when you're lazy like me, you will probably give up very early. But if you put your mind and soul, you can learn anything. Okay. How long are you streaming today? Let me see. We have how many focus sessions? 5 out of 9. 5 out of 9. 4 more. We need 4 more sessions. Let me see. What's the length of this? How long have we streamed? How long have we streamed? Let me see. Can't see. Where is it? Energy Genga over. Let me see. Yeah, like 2 more hours. But really depends. But I think I'll just do. I don't want to do a very long stream. I'm tired, though. I'm tired. But I just need to show up, you know. I think creating tutorials are really taking a lot of my energy. Yeah, 2 hours. Yeah, we have streamed for 2 hours, so another two hours probably. I'm not used to doing tutorials. I mean, you can learn any language without learning Japanese and French. Yeah, true. Let's continue. Pure F. Let's pure F. Okay, let's continue. Okay, I'ma call it quits here because it's 5 a.m. and I have project deadline tomorrow. Alright, buddy. Good night, TJ. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Much appreciated. Good night. Sleep warm. May you get that chiropractor very soon. And good night. Sleep warm. See you tomorrow or later. Okay. See you when I see you. See you when you see me. Good night, TJ. Have it major. Yeah, that honestly I'm supposed to be working on a video type thing, but every time I start writing the script I get a bit anxious. Well, the thing that usually gets me off most of the time is writing a script. Like when I read a script, I find it so robotic. I prefer just eyeballing it all the way. Honestly, I understand what you mean, and it probably will be more fluid if I just read it, but the subject matter is quite complex, so I have to kind of plan out what I'm going to say. Yeah, you know, the good thing about having a script, you're able to plan out your thoughts in advance. The downside of it, you might take longer to produce the video than if you had just do it without a script. But once the script is done, it's much easier to do. The thing I find it to work to me is having the best of both worlds. You write a script, but not word by word. You just outline like in bullet points. You read, then you expound on the point. Because doing it word by word, I don't know. Yakibun Ritoshi, the legend himself. Hi. You have graced us with your presence, Master. How you doing, buddy? I'm doing good, buddy. Where have you lost? It's been a while, man. It's been a while. How is school, by the way? Did you finish your exams? Eve's music are one of my best. Go study. We'll do a music video together. Yoku is my favorite music. Yoku is my favorite music. Well, because I can't color, but Mariachi, the animator of Insomnia and Fight song, is the best at coloring. Actually, most of Eve's music, the composition is. If you can just study a few of Eve's music, you'll be in a very, good position, animator-wise, So this pillar should come there. It's coming out pretty nicely, not bad. This background is gonna look awesome. Yeah, it's gonna look awesome. Well, I really hate drawing backgrounds. But the day I started learning perspective, I started appreciating the work that goes to background. So nowadays when I do a background, I make sure that it's worth my time. Yeah, nobody loves drawing backgrounds. Unfortunately. Fortunately, no one loves drawing backgrounds. Maybe one day I will. Maybe one day I will love drawing backgrounds. But as for now, nah, don't like backgrounds. Right now I'm gathering reference for indoor environments. I want to get good. There's this girl, or some girl, called Orion Oka. Orion Oka. She does very good indoor scenes. So she'll check her work. She makes very good tutorials. I usually reference her work so much. Let me see. Let me not butcher her name. Let me look at her channel. Or it's Oyun Orca. Let me say, yeah. Especially she really knows how to draw interiors and perspective. Check her out. It's Oyun Orca. I was butchering it. Sorry. So we have very big windows there to allow sunlight in our library. Okay. It took me away from the stream, so I'll have to circle back. No worries, no worries. Remember, always remember, good things take time. Don't rush, don't rush. You dey rush, you dey fail. You're gonna produce bad work. No rush, no rush, no rush. Why are you rushing? Why are you rushing? Bro, just realized that I didn't draw the special lines in the different. Damn! You can use the select color select layer tool. Select the individual layers, then cut and paste. Ah, I see, I see. So if it's just a single frame, you can just fix that, I use a material called Top Gen Perspective Grid from CSP asset for my perspective lines. Have you tried it? I haven't tried it. Is it good? If it's good, I can give it a shot. I haven't tried it. I haven't tried it. Hi Artem, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. We have some kind of blackboards here. I feel like an environment like this isn't overly complex, but it feels very time consuming. Yeah, especially because of the small details and perspectives. Eh? You know, when you're doing more of fantasy backgrounds, you don't have to think about it so much. But things like these, which are based on reality, which you see pretty often, when something is off, it's off. People will notice. Life can be rough, can be smooth. Generally, backgrounds take time. Whether you like it or not, they will take time. We still have some chairs to put here, but let's see. I think it's better don't put more details at this stage. Let's clean it up faster. Did you use the perspective ruler? Yeah, I'm using the perspective ruler. That's why I'm able to snap on these perspective rulers. It's not that difficult, okay? I will make a tutorial on how to use perspective rulers. It's very simple. Probably I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow, do I have a tutorial to make? Let me see, maybe the day after tomorrow I might make a tutorial. In CSP, the perspective grid can be a bit fiddly, but it's quite helpful when you get used to it. Yeah, true. It's when I started learning it, it was a little bit. It's not, let's say not hard, but a little bit complicated. It's easier in Procreate, if I'm honest. I haven't tried Procreate, so no comment on that. Let's see, how many hours do we have? I still have some hours. Oh no. Still have like one more. How did you turn on the plane for the perspective grid? Oh, this one. Make sure that you're on that perspective, okay? Layer. Okay, this one. For me, it's this perspective ruler number 2. Okay. Then you need to be in object mode. So I'll press O for objects. O for objects. Alright. And then you press this icon for the ruler icon here. In the perspective. Okay. Perspective layer, okay. So it will show here, okay. So we have this the XZ plane, okay, this one. We have the YZ plane, the red one. This is the red one or the green one. Then we have this one, okay. I prefer just putting one, okay. And we have the XY plane, okay. So you can turn them on here in the grid settings. If you don't have these settings, make sure that in your perspective ruler here, in your subtool, it's activated here. This grid, this eye icon is on, okay. If it's not on, it won't appear here, okay, in the tool property. So make sure that this is checked on, okay. Alright. Then you can also change the grid size here, okay. If you want smaller grids or bigger grids, you can change them here, okay, depending on what you want, okay. I think the remaining hours, we can. I want to do this thing. We do the whole of this background in two sittings. This first sitting will just get the rough layout, okay? Because it was supposed to be done in one sitting, but an 8-hour, stream. But since we wasted our time with creating that tutorial, we are only going to do 4 hours. Okay. So right now I'll just plot the composition of the scene. Then the next stream will add details. You can see that even in our earlier reference, it's kind of different. It's not a replica of that reference. I've tried to put it more dynamic, because from the reference the composition was too squeezed. But for this composition we have a bigger canvas and also a wide canvas. Try to plot it properly so that it can fit. Okay. Also, I try to enlarge the windows at the back so that we can have enough lighting in the scene. Okay. So I'll add chairs. Then we can call it again. No, we'll put characters too. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Honestly, those should be on default. Yeah, true. Clips Repaint is a very, what can I say, a very big software, okay? So a lot of things are hidden, okay, depending on what you're doing, because Clips Repaint, it's a big kitchen for both animators, illustrators, and manga artists. So if everything is on by default, sometimes the interface will look very muddy. So some things you need to activate them you yourself, okay? And some of them you need to deactivate and turn them off, okay? Because there are a lot of tools I've really disabled here so that I can have enough space. Like, you really don't need the material tabs here and the navigator. You don't really need it. So you turn off the things that you don't really need, then you turn on the things that you need. Okay, my children. So let's do the chairs. Do the chairs. But it's really muddy, so I'll have to knock down the opacity a little bit. So I'll put all of these layers in a folder. Okay. So create folder and insert like that, so that I can turn them off like this. Knock the opacity down. We don't need the LO for now. Okay. So let's put the shares. And since we have these two chairs here, okay, you can use them as a reference. So I'll put markers. We'll use a different color. So all the chairs, they need to follow that line, like that, okay? And this one like this, layer, then we now draw the chairs. Pure ref. That's what we're using. So this is another chair here. Until we are going to draw until where they are intersecting with the red line. That's our first chair. Okay. And that chair we have here is here. Then we extend it until the red where it intersects the red one. Looking awkward. Like that. That means this chair is bigger than this one, okay? Because you can see the distance. It looks weird. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. I see. Okay. So I might need to reduce this size of this chair. It looks weird. Let's put it there. Okay. So it means I need to change this size. So I'll use this second chair as the reference compared to the first one. Now this is where we'll start seeing the lower side. We have our chair there. Life can be rough, can be smooth. So we need another chair here. Why do you have all those chairs here? Christ's sake. Too many chairs. I think that will work, huh? So I'll just crank it up a little bit, the lower ones, okay? You can turn off this one. Don't need that. Okay? You don't need that. You don't need that. So this is how you build your scene, huh? All right. So if it was a 3D object, we could have just set it the same way with maybe something like this, eh? Maybe this was now the 3D render. Okay, so we just set it up like this, then we trace on top, eh? But since Clip Studio Paint decided to be let me not curse in this stream, eh? So we just decided to create it from scratch, huh? At least we also learned about perspective a little bit, right? So with that in mind, I think we can call this a good base, eh? All right. In the next stream, we're going to add more refined details, on top. For now, let's try and place our characters, okay? Let me see. We go to Kiripu Studio. All right. Manage materials. Let's look for 3D object. We look for a lady, okay? All right. Then we're gonna throw her up here, all right? All right. Okay. Then we need to place her on our scene. We have some controls here, okay? We have this move tool, okay? You can move her around like this, okay? We can also rotate her a little bit, okay? All right. Where did she go? All right. All right. Then you can also scale it up and down, all right. Let's just scale it a little bit down, all right. And let's place her on the ground like that. So that you can see her actual size, and somebody stands, they're probably somewhere there. So if she was standing, that will be her size, all right. Then remember, also we need to see our composition properly. So I'll just move a little bit Then if you remember properly, she was doing something here. Okay, she was looking for some books, okay, all right, so we need her to lean down, You guys know how to use Kirip Studio 3D object, right? You know how to manipulate it, right? Okay. Yeah, like 3D objects I rarely use them, because it's easier to sketch a pose than to manipulate these 3D objects. Okay, so let's see, just a minute. So if you're not sure about something, you can always use a reference. I want her to turn the head like this. Yeah, you'll spend so much time arranging these this 3D, and you won't even get what you really want. So I prefer just going the old-fashioned way. Another cool thing you can do when you're handling 3D objects is using it's called what? Where is it? The four sides view. It's called what? Let me see. This one. You can position your 3D more easily using these views. Yeah, you can see the top side, the back side. Okay, so you can easily manipulate the pose easily. This is the top one. This is perspective view, right view, and front view. So you can easily move the pose. Okay. That's the work of it. So I'll just rotate this 3D model a bit like this. See, not bad. Okay. I needed something like that so many times. Yeah, we all learn, right? So this is going to be our character, okay? So all sides view, we're done with that, so we can go back to our timeline. Your land daily. I think I'm tired, man. I'm tired. Let's see. Let me see if I can do these ones, then we take a rest. Okay. The most important thing that we showed up today, okay? That's the most important thing, yeah? Even if we did something small, we showed up, okay? That's what matters, eh? That's what matters. Okay, my friends. For these characters, I think we can just use a raster layer. No need to use vector layers, eh? Oh, and by the way, when now you're drawing the character, you make sure that you turn off the snap tool, eh? Yeah, sounds like a win to me. Yeah, it is a win, eh? As long as you show up, eh? It's a win-win-win situation, okay? You don't have to draw everything, eh? Because she'll be behind that table, and chair. Okay. I think I'll put. I don't like this hairstyle. Don't like that hairstyle. I think that one looks way better, right? Compared to the one you had. Yeah, that looks better. Let's turn off our 3D layer a little bit. Let's see what we're doing. What we're doing. Then so that it can be a little bit visible, we're going to paint it yellow, a pale yellow. Okay, I'll use a G pen for this one. Yeah, it looks better. It looks better than the one. This is actually my favorite hairstyle. Prefer seeing these hairstyles much. So we need to put this layer below everything. Yeah, like that. I think you can turn off the grid, right? Don't need it right now. So you go to object, select this one. That's the wrong one. Surface between this layer. You can turn out like that, huh? Yeah, we don't need it. We don't need it, huh? Then let's see in the layout, where was our character here? Okay. So let's create that character. So I'll just create a new raster layer. So I'll import another 3D object here. Okay. I prefer setting here on the layer like that. Alright. Then let's set the orientation. I want it to rotate it like this. Also we need her to be a little bit here. Okay. She also needs to be a little bit bigger because she's closer to the camera. Alright. And turn her a little bit like this. Alright. Not bad, not bad, not bad. But I think it's a little bit big, so we'll just reduce it a little bit like that. Like that, Okay. We're gonna fix the pose later, so don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Hi, my boy. How you doing? I'm doing good, sir. How you doing, buddy? Doing awesome. I'm doing awesome. Awesome as always. The reason why I've imported another 3D object instead of TJ is back. I see you, TJ. You should be asleep right now, TJ. The reason why I'm using a different object, just in case we need to change the pose later, we can still have a 3D reference. Okay. So these are just placeholders, okay? She needs to be looking down, huh? She's ready. Okay. I hadn't planned for a headache. Can't sleep now. Oh, sorry. Get well soon, buddy. Sorry. I hate having headaches. Huh? Headaches are the worst thing you can ever have. 4 a.m. Where will you get a beer at 4 a.m.? Jerry. There's two 24-hour shops at the main road where I live. It's the pleasure of living in London. Nice. Unfortunately, I don't have that luxury. Until you go live in the city. I'm a little bit far from the city. I love the peace that comes with nature. So I prefer living very far from the city. So these are just sketches, like placeholders. Because we'll need to animate these people later. Okay, this is an animation. Okay. Yes, your sentence got split in two. Why? So we'll also do a mock-up of this one. Okay. So that we can be able to distinguish between the characters and the background, okay? Still part of graphic. Don't beat yourself up if you don't get everything right the first go, right? Still part of rough work. Okay? You even haven't started animating, so don't worry. I think I love animating at night compared with the animating during the day. I don't know why. I'm more energetic, especially at 3 a.m. and 2 a.m. The life of being an animator. So I think this works. Yeah, they're going to move. Yes, there's supposed to be at least 5 characters in this scene. Moving. But I'm only going to draw only 3 of them at this stage. But once we develop everything, we have some details, we can add more characters later, okay? Bro, it's crazy that people are willing to do the deliveries at this time. Crazy, yeah? So I'm going to use, I'm still going to use this model. Okay? But I want him to be a boy, okay? So let's move him here. We need another boy. We need a boy here. Also, we're going to make him a little bit bigger. It's closer to the camera. Okay. And this is a boy, so we need to change him to be a man. But now he's a lady, so we need to change. So come here to 3D figure and choose male, okay? And automatically it becomes a male. Alright. So we need him to sit here. Okay. With that size. And let's turn him. Make sure that he's sitting properly. Trans 3D model. Yeah. They can change. They can change their genders. Everything in life is simple. All you need is a Laplace transform, a character and the material. True. But this 3D model, he has a very female butts. Men don't have such butts, buttocks. So let's create a new layer and draw a boy, a man. We still have 30 more minutes. See if I'll finish this a bit before then. Yeah, the chicks. They're two female. I remember I once made the mistake of ordering from a local burger place called Sam's Chicken at 4 a.m. at my mate's place in Wembley. I never got cured from that thing. Yeah, the chicks are too defined. Now let's finish this body. Let's assume he has glasses like me. Glass. He has this haircut like that. Okay. Let's turn off the 3D model now. High risk, high reward. True. So let's finish it up, huh? tomorrow's tutorial will be about how to import your animations in DaVinci Resolve. Okay. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky to import your PNG sequence in DaVinci. Yeah? So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. Okay? But it's going to be a short 1 minute tutorial, not a big one. So I'll work on it in my free time. Then I'll upload it in the evening. Okay? I've already done the script. Okay? So it's just about recording the tutorial. You know, sometimes I usually mention something on stream, but because these streams are very long, it's really difficult to get something. Like to relocate, it's called to relocate or to find specific tutorials within a very long stream. So I think these having these shorter tutorials, they act as a repository. When you want to quickly revisit something. Okay? No worry, sometimes my brain usually process on which English to use. Okay? Don't worry. If I was speaking Swahili, maybe I would have been so quick. Oh, don't worry. Yeah, looks better, right? And we're done. Rifa Chippy, that's next to self release. It's amazing though. Oh, that's a good idea. I quite like DaVinci. This chat is making me hungry. I was teaching editing in DaVinci, but because my videos are 15 minutes, I had to do 6 hours editing. Damn! Let alone preparing and recording. That's why I stopped, and I'm hiding from my comment. You need to be jailed, TJ. Yeah. That's why I note timestamps when I hear a good piece of info. Ah, nice. No, that's funny. I quite like editing when I'm allowed to do it at my own pace. But now when you're being pressured by you're supposed to produce a video, something. That's where things start getting complicated. We need the whole of these. We need to export the whole of this layout. So file export single layer. We need a PNG. Okay. These are the most important settings here. We need to check all pages is set. We don't need crop marks and inner border. Okay. ratio is 100% for illustration. Watermark, we don't need a watermark. Preset, customer. Okay. Then okay. And let's see our preview. Not bad. It's what we wanted, huh? So okay. All right. Yeah, it's difficult to edit for somebody else. I'm tired. But we still have 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes. Okay. So we're done with this stage. So in the next stage, we're gonna refine things. We add more details, okay? I'll show you how we can add more details on the background. And that's what we'll be doing in the next stream, so that it can be closer to a layout. Today, at this point, this is just a sketch. Alright? So in the next stream, we'll be looking at how to add more details. Also how to add shadows, okay, in the scene. Alright. Then after that, after we're done with the layout, we'll do rough animation, okay? It's going to be subtle animation, nothing much. After that animation, we're gonna do background painting. Remember, at layout stage, once the layout animator finishes designing the layout, the file is divided into two sections. One is taken to the BG department, background department, and another one is taken to key animation department, okay? So that the BG department is working simultaneously with the key animators, okay? So that they can, at the end of the road, they meet there at compositing stage, having done everything. When's the next stream? Today, in the evening, at night. 9:45 p.m. Okay. If not, it's going to be at 2 p.m. Okay. It depends. If I'll be able to finish making the tutorial way earlier, we'll do the stream way earlier. Okay. All right. As for this stream, I think there's nothing much we can do. Okay. We've done most of the things. What time is it for you? It's morning. It's 6:22 a.m. I need to sleep. So probably I'll wake up in the evening, or at noon. Mostly I usually wake up at 11 or 12. When I'm lazy, sometimes I wake up at 5 in the afternoon, or at 3. I really don't. I have a messed up sleeping schedule. Crazy. Yeah, it's 6:22 in the morning. 6:23 a.m. Did I sleep yesterday? Damn, I didn't sleep. That's why I'm feeling sleepy. I have like 2 days I haven't slept. I think those 2 days they overlapped each other. That's why I didn't know I didn't sleep. I'm supposed to sleep. Sleep is very healthy. I need to go and sleep. Otherwise, Not nice, not nice. But I do take enough sleep, more than 8 hours of sleep, or even 10. So yeah, I'll get some rest. Right, just in a few minutes. Anyway, I think that's all. That's all we had for today. Okay. Thank you everyone for tuning in. It was an awesome stream. Remember to take care of yourself. If you need a chiropractor, we have our man TJ. can outsource for you a very good chiropractor. Okay. Thank you, Jerry, for tuning in and keeping us company. Thank you very much. And for everyone who tuned in, thank you. Okay, it was an awesome stream. I'll see you in the afternoon. Okay, after a very relaxing rest. Okay. Also watch out for any tutorials that will be coming out. You're welcome, Jerry. So with that all said and done, we can call it a stream. Can call it a day. See you everyone. Bye bye. Take care, and I love you guys. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Toodles. Bye bye.